Oh, this is what podcasts will do to you. This is what podcasts will do.
Hello.
Hola.
And welcome to the first Musically Challenged podcast episode of the year 2017.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. So,
Oh boy.
while it is 2017, we feel like it
Well, it is 2016 at the moment.
is our duty to focus on one last release from 2016 that really piqued, to be honest, all of our interest.
It did, yeah. Which is surprising. Yeah.
I
I was very surprised that it piqued Michael Scott's
was
interest.
going to say the same thing.
Yeah. The man, the legend, the cuck. What can I say? Michael. Yeah. Live up to the hype. Yeah. Yeah, no, it certainly did. Not usually a fan of rap, but he enjoyed this one. It's just a quality album. Should we introduce it? Julian, please introduce, seeing as I introduced Bottomless Pit.
Because you introduced my album, so I want to introduce your album.
Mike introduced the other one. So.
That other one.
That other one.
We talked about.
One session. That other one. Black Star, yeah.
A Tribe Called Quest. Old classic 90s kind of East Coast jazz rap kind of outfit.
A
little bit of boom bap mix in there, but the instrumentals were kind of smoother and less kind of hard hitting.
Yep.
They released a new album this year called We Got It From Here, Thank You for Your Service.
Yep.
And while it came kind of late on in the year, it nevertheless left quite the impression on, I think, all of us at the end of everything once we'd given it a really, really good listen.
I'm happy I heard about it. Yeah. Because god damn was it a good album. Yeah. Do you know what, the timing of it dropping like towards the end of 2016 couldn't have been more perfect for this album. Yeah. I just enjoy it. Yeah. As a summary of the year, as a summary of thoughts and how to feel. I think it might be my second favourite album of the year.
Ooh.
Behind, so of course, Splendour and Misery, but shout out to last episode where I said you'll have to wait to see what my fifth best album was. This is my fifth best album.
This is a big momentous occasion, Mike.
My fifth best. Everyone's sitting on the edge of their seat to see what Mike Scott's
fifth best
album is.
Boy.
Yeah, but you know.
And now we all know.
Yeah. Oh. It may be higher. Just haven't had enough time. I have not experienced flows this good in a while. Or at least, you know, not from an album that has been released this close to this time. Like, obviously you can listen to Liquid Swords and you can listen to, you know, you can listen to Mad Villain. You can listen to stuff like that. But this was released 2016 and the flows are fucking insane.
They are pretty effing good, aren't they, Mike?
They know what they're damn doing.
So, Tribe Called Quest have been at it since kind of the early 90s. Yep. In 1991, they released an album called The Low End Theory, which has kind of gone down as an alternative underground hip-hop classic for all these kind of jazzy instrumentals and kind of smoother, creamy, flowing instrumentals, rather than the boom bap, as Sam has said, that was popular at the time, which would go on to be popularized by people like the Wu-Tang Clan and also GZA The Genius on Liquid Swords, his solo album, my favorite so far Wu-Tang related hip-hop project. But this new Tribe Called Quest album, while it's so kind of inventive and so optimistic in how it portrays the modern hip-hop world, it harkens back to what was so good about Tribe in the 90s.
I think before we go forward, we should mention that there were
originally said this. four members.
Yeah.
Q-Tip, Ali.
Come on, Sam!
Jerobi White and Five Dog.
Five Dog.
But now, unfortunately,
Five Dog passed before the release of this album.
Another
flipping
passing
in 2016.
Fuck 2016!
Why can't Brucey just...
Whoa, Sam!
Literally.
Whoa!
We were discussing this the other day. We're like, wouldn't it be amazing? Well, it wouldn't be amazing, but like, wouldn't it be funny if wouldn't it be funny if Bruce Forsyth was to die before the end of the year, and that was the one that everyone remembers? That would be the most 2016 thing that can happen.
Yeah, kind of
is that 2016 became the year of Bruce Forsyth,
rather than David Bowie, or Five Dog,
or Castro,
or Leonard Cohen, or Fidel Castro,
Fiddle Casserole,
or Severus Snape,
Alan Rickman,
Gene Wilder, Alan Rickman.
Any of them? No, Brucey. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Nice. Yeah. Exactly. So, fingers crossed. For you, I mean, these people are listening to this in the future.
Yeah.
Maybe at this point Brucey has died.
Yeah.
But we're still,
back to the topic.
We're still on the 13th of December. There are still days.
Yep. Still time.
Fingers crossed. Come on, mate. Bite the dust. Come on, lad.
Good God, Sam.
Jesus Christ. You're starting this new year.
This is savage.
New year, new Sam. Apparently not.
Just new Sam. The message is kill yourself.
Yeah, exactly. New year, same Sam.
New year, same old shit. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
To be honest, like, as we've been alluding to, kind of, this album has been such a good summary of 2016. I think
it's
the political messages it contains.
Yeah, it's the conscious
dealing with loss, which I mean,
it floats up on towards the latter stage of the album.
The tracks, the tracks that they have dedicated for Five Dog are like some of my favourites because they are it's hard to pick out rap songs other than some of these which you would say were beautiful, but like Lost Somebody is a beautiful song.
Amazing song.
Yeah.
I have to talk about Lost Somebody just because of my personal almost obsession with an old German krautrock band called Can.
Yeah.
I know Mike and I are really into, and Sam has yet to kind of really realise they're pretty hecking good.
Are they the one
pretty hecking ahead of their time?
They're the one that have a song.
They made that song, no,
they are sampled. An old Can song from 1971 called Hallelujah is sampled on this album, and it sounds so. It feels jazzy and so kind of suited to everything that Tribe has been doing. I can completely understand why Tribe decided to sample it, just because how well it all melds into their flows and and the melody of the whole thing, and how the whole sound of the album. It's just brilliant. Hallelujah is one of the greatest songs you'll ever hear in your life. So
and also
go
the
listen
weirdest,
to that too.
But
not quite the weirdest, but it's up there.
Yeah.
But that's the thing I love.
Lost Somebody is just damn. It's like just a fantastic tribute. Like they have gone above and beyond. Yeah, they've done Five Dog justice.
I love the drum fills and stuff on that, and then when it cuts out at the end, it's like
that's the bit like 2/3 of the way through, it all cuts out into silence, and just like the message hits home. Like,
it's nice.
Shit!
It's like right at the end they just do. It's not minutes, but it's just a bit of silence to just like let it sink in. Yeah. And then they move on to the transition to the next track. It's just great.
Moment,
it's just like once you know what that track is, as soon as there gets to a point where you hear the like first couple notes, you go, oh yeah, this is Lost Somebody. But it's like I don't know who it is who comes in first, but they just say like, oh, Fife Man, and it's just like it just hits you because it's like. This guy was like just one of their best friends, and they've lost him, and they're like making a tribute to him, and it's
the best thing that
it's fantastic
you can ask for from your friends, really.
Like when I throw myself in front of a train, please make a song for me and upload it to like this channel.
Hey, it's me. I just jumped in front of a train.
Hey, it's me. Jumped in front of the train. Frightening train. My face is flat.
My face is on the concrete.
In front of the train.
Oh god.
I didn't turn around.
I can't buy another ticket.
Because
I'm splattered on the ground.
Goddamn train.
Jesus. Well,
back to this very emotional.
Emotional Boys album. What are we?
Horrible humans. Yeah.
So I think you were saying about the samples. Hallelujah.
Yeah.
On this album.
On Lost
Somebody. I think the samples throughout the whole album.
There are a number of different samples. If we go back to,
really fun.
Despite the fact this thing's a double album, it's an hour long. If we go back to the first disc and we go to track number 4, which was track. Lost Somebody is also track number 4.
If we're talking about samples, shall we go to the first track?
I was gonna say first track.
The sample at the end from good old
Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory.
Yeah.
He died as well, didn't he?
Yeah, that's what
Gene
I said.
Wilder.
That's what I was listening to this track and I was like, we lost Gene Wilder as well this year. It's like, no.
He's the dreamers of dreams.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, it was great though, because it was like,
it's really well put.
It's a fantastic sample, because you hear that and you're like, oh, I know that from somewhere.
Yep.
And you're like, that's from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate.
Yep.
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah.
It's like, oh no.
And do you know, this track's also sampled Michael Jackson's Thriller, right, as well, I think. Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah, it's got
that.
the scream from the Thriller video. I can't remember which one it is. But yeah, it's got that in it. Or like, oh no, I know what it is. It's the cackle laugh at the end.
Oh, that!
It samples that.
Yeah.
So you know when it's
that does feel familiar.
you're like laughing and then you're like, Michael Jackson turns around and he's the werewolf or whatever.
Oh,
it's got that sampled in it as well. So this first track is just full of fun samples.
Hey, this boy got an
I got this
sample.
He's gone in!
Yeah, boy. Yeah. I know me samples.
Damn, not gonna lie, the Space Program is a damn good way to start.
Best song on the album.
I don't agree with best song on the album.
But damn, it's good.
Yeah. It's just fun. The message is so positive as well.
I cannot lie, the flow on this song is so good.
It's unbelievable.
It's just
that's what attracts me to it so much.
The flow on this entire album is unbelievable. But they start this album well.
Yeah.
And you know, I saw the Anthony Fantano review. Like I originally saw from the album he was like, this album's good, go listen to it. And then he started going track by track, so I was like, I'll listen to it. Listen to it. Still sitting in bed because I'm a lazy piece of shit.
We don't do that.
So I like stick it in my ears. First 20 seconds. Right in. First 20 seconds. Boom, I'm in.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, this album is good.
It is a good album.
First impression, like I still consider one of the most important things that an artist can do is to make a first impression. We talked about a few weeks ago about Death Grips and Bottomless Pit.
That's what kept me listening to the new Bon Iver album, is because Over Soon is one of my favourite albums of the year.
Soon.
It was called 22 Million.
22 Million? Exactly, yes. I only kept listening to that album because Over Soon,
the first
it was so beautiful and I loved it so much.
Yeah, fair. Yeah. So
great
first impression.
Yeah, so well done on their part.
Yeah. To be honest, I love Q-Tip's voice. I think that's why I could easily get into this.
I love everyone's voice on this album.
And then now I love everyone's voice on
all of the features they get on this album.
So
he's the one on Chemical Brothers.
I was going to say his voice is like Chemical Brothers. He did collaboration with Chemical Brothers on their latest album,
which is why
a couple of their tracks.
Which is why when I listened to this album, I felt so sort of not at home, but just
I felt immediately like his voice is nice.
Oh, I like
his
this
voice
because he's in Go.
Yep, Go.
And what's the other song?
Galvanize, I think.
I think it is Galvanize.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just heard his voice before, and I was like, I already knew this guy's rapping voice was good, so I was like, oh, well, like I feel at home. I feel safe.
You're comfortable with it.
I feel comfortable that this guy is going to take me on a rap journey, which is going to be
he does.
most enjoyable.
But remember, he ain't no space program for friendos.
But I'm stuck here, brother.
Anyway, should we move on?
Alright, so
regrettable.
If we keep going through...
We're not going to do track by track, but I feel like we need to mention the next one.
No, we do. I agree. We the people.
It's an appropriate track for this year. Politically.
This is the song that they performed when they were first introduced on Saturday Night Live over in America.
That's a very good
late night
choice.
television.
Yeah.
And they chose to perform this in the wake of, obviously, the Donald being elected as president.
Can't stump the Trump, boys.
Jeez. It was important that they, as a significant kind of rap iconic group, they put out some sort of message of equality and inclusion.
The message on this album is solid.
The message is there. I agree.
This one definitely carries a heavy message.
It does as well.
And it's
very political. It's, sort of sarcastic, and like a lot of the lyrics are things that Trump would say.
Yeah.
And they're just like quite outrageous things. And it just carries the message, It's like, we the people, like, are we this people now? Like, literally, is that what we've become? But, it's one of my favourites.
But that's the thing I love about this album, is that first time I listened to this, I was just so, like, brought in by the flow and the beat and the instrumentals. So I didn't even, like, notice. I didn't even process, like, the political teachings of this album. It's just like and like people get annoyed that like, oh, I hate it when albums are political
and preachy.
But like this album is not like beat you over the head.
No,
preachy.
it's not.
It ain't drones.
No,
so it's just
this album covers a lot of ground. Like
so you can just enjoy this album without like phasing out the lyrics, but like. I didn't love this album because I'm like, it's preaching a good message.
Yeah.
I love this album because it's goddamn good rap.
I agree.
Rap album, but then I went back and I listened to it and I went, whoa, they've got a very nice message to send. And I enjoyed
it's a positive message overall.
It's a positive message,
despite all of these things that have been going on, which is quite
forward-moving message.
It is a forward-moving message.
Right.
So
yeah, we the people. Very
shout out to the best line in the album. Friendos living in a fishbowl.
Gentrified here now is not a shithole.
It's so good.
Love that line so much. Oh.
Yeah, it's so fun.
And then, is it as good as I'm no fucking Buddhist, but this is enlightenment?
Oh, yeah, that's good. Can you make the comparison?
Put me in. Oh,
anyway,
no.
Should we move on?
Yeah.
Yeah, before I get too distracted, come on.
Yeah, so...
just shout out quickly to Solid Wall of Sound, the next song.
They sample Elton John?
They do, I think, yeah.
I
love the vocal performance.
It's the song after the next song. Yeah, but this...
Yeah.
What I love about this album as well is it's got like quite a lot of Rasta vocals.
It does. There's some reggae influence. Like when we get onto the second disc, there's one song in particular I think has some reggae influence.
Yeah.
But especially when Busta Rhymes comes in.
Busta Rhymes.
Busta Rhymes.
I just love his delivery.
It's so good. Yeah.
But yeah.
I would try and think of some of his lyrics, but I just don't say them.
I just enjoy his voice. I'm so happy when it comes in.
But what I'd say, like, as an overall, this album is about is like them saying, like, we were such an icon back in the day.
Yeah.
Things have changed. This is what we think of it, but like we acknowledge that there is rap going on that we approve of.
Yeah.
And they're like passing the torch. That's what the title is. It's like we got it from here. Thank you for your service.
Someone else can now take you through the rest.
It's the other, something.
Passing
Kendrick
on.
And Co.
Yeah.
Gatekeepers of Flow.
Joey R. Kendrick
before we
and
get
Co.
onto that.
Gatekeepers of Flow.
Just shout out to the record scratch vocals on Solid Wall of Sound. I really love them. Solid Wall of
Sound. How they modulate everything. It sounds great. It really does.
So now the topic that Sam was naturally bringing us onto.
This generation.
Oh, it's so good. I love that beginning, and I love that carries through.
The guitars. You don't expect guitars on a Tribe album.
Yeah, I know. So happy,
but like it's just this album has so many, has such a variety.
Yeah, it does.
Of sounds, and this generation is up there for my favourites.
It's probably one of my favourites
because it's
I think it might be my
It's
favourite.
got such... It bursts out, like...
Yeah.
With the guitars.
Yeah.
Like, bow, bow,
Bow,
bow.
bow,
And then, like...
bow.
Yeah. And then the rapping comes in, and it breaks it down to a, like, more sort of, you know...
I know what you mean.
Think of the word.
Yeah.
The guitar breaks down from chords to
Broken chords.
to more specific, like, actual plucking of the guitar.
Yeah.
And it's just so good.
This track.
I just love it. I'm
properly
instantly into it, and the like guitar melody is great,
and the way it follows on from the Solid Wall of Sound is
and it's
perfect.
funky, and it's just it's so
one of those. This is one of those songs
actually so good.
you sometimes feel in the mood for it, and then when you put it on, you're like, oh, this is
When
better
you're
than
in the mood, you're in the mood.
Oh boy, this is better than I remember.
And it's got fantastic. It's got fantastic samples on it. Generation. It's such a happy tune. It's because it's them acknowledging that, like, they know there are people which are going to carry on the legacy of rap.
Yeah. Well, because all the old school hip hop icons kind of sometimes are in the kind of egotistical mindset of, oh, we did old school hip hop. What is there to be developed on it? We're the best and that kind of thing.
The wrong generation.
The wrong generation.
Yeah,
exactly.
Indeed.
But these guys, they're happy lads. They make a happy song saying, look, we acknowledge that there are good rappers out there.
Yeah.
And they are going to pass on the torch, and they are, going to carry on great rap.
They will.
It's true.
Yeah. And I'm happy that they shout out Kendrick in this track.
Joey Badass, Earl Sweatshirt, Kendrick Lamar. Those are the three obvious ones.
Yeah, keepers of flow.
Because,
as they say.
As
they are.
Kendrick is my favourite rapper at the moment.
Oh.
Or at least my favourite rapper. Oh, actually, RTJ. I don't know.
We'll see how that changes over the next few weeks.
We'll see how that changes once RTJ3 is released. Yeah. But at the moment, hype. Kendrick is my favourite rapper.
It's not a bad choice by any means.
Rapper out there.
I want to give a
fifth favourite album.
Quick shout out to the final song on the first disc, Enough.
I really like Enough.
Which, while it doesn't fit the kind of rapid flows that they've been giving, and it's a more kind of laid back, sensual. It is kind of R&B,
which I don't usually like at all.
It's an incredibly sexy song.
Oh yeah,
like it's really,
also got
really
quite
sensual.
a good sense of humour as well.
It does. Like there are some great lines on it.
Yeah.
There's one line which is something like, "I just want to get loose, girl. That's friendo jargon." You're making me harden.
Yeah.
I cannot help smiling every time I hear that line. It just makes me laugh.
This album is just like, it's just good. It just always puts a smile on your face. Yeah. They're just always in a good, even though they've like lost a member and later on it becomes more somber, that they just always put a smile on your face.
It's just so positive.
They've got a great positive attitude. And it's like, all these shitty things happening for their community, and they just take it sarcastically, take it on the chin, make this upbeat album that's saying, like, here's the shit that's happening to us, we don't give a shit, here are the people that are going to carry on the message, sad things have happened to us, let's make some bloody good music.
And it's about the generation of people. It's more than just rap and passing the torch on. It's about everyone now. It's like people in 2016.
Absolutely.
Sure, we've had a bad year, but have some faith in everybody.
Yeah.
Because, people can be good,
People can.
So it's a positive message. That's why this album's important for the end of 2016, I think.
Is it worth saying, I guess, that the second half of the album, the second disc, isn't quite as maybe politically or emotionally conscious as the first, as much as it is
I think it's as politically conscious.
There's political messages, but I think the second half is slightly more devoted to Five Dogs.
I can agree with that. Yeah, definitely.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
So the last track in particular, which is named The Donald.
Donald.
A little bit baity. Yeah. Because it is, in a way, alluding to the fact that Donald Trump has been elected president of the United States.
It discusses the topic of it. But it's kind of...
Five dog.
Yeah.
But this second disc starts with such a great tune.
Mobius.
Maybe even my favourite song on the entire album.
Busta Rhymes takes over this song.
He does, but, like... There's still bits without, even though Busta Rhymes is fantastic. He's got such a great energy. He's got such a great feel to his, like when he comes in, he's just happy.
Yeah.
It's just like Busta Rhymes is here. Yes, boys. but like There's a bit where he's not there, and it's still like there's a great flow. The instrumentals on it are great. When it leads into the chorus, the instrumentals just like take you with it, and it works so well with the rapping. And I'm just like, immediately, I'm just in there. I'm just like, yes, this is fantastic.
Feeling it.
Like, this is why I listen to rap. This is fantastic. And yeah.
So
and then not Five Dogs. Rip. Then Busta Rhymes comes in. He's fucking going for it.
I love Busta Rhymes.
Oh, he's fantastic.
He's so funny.
He's like aggressive drum. He's
actually like aggressive drum.
He's just like.
I know exactly what you mean.
You just imagine it. He's fantastic.
What a good lad.
He's a great lad.
Yeah.
Mobius, my vote for the best song on the album.
I feel like I slightly underappreciate it because I can't. Like, if there's good flow, I know it's good flow, but I can't get into it fully. Whereas for me, it's like the other songs do the variety thing that I love.
Yeah, sure. So no, I think that in particular is emphasised on the next track after Mobius, Black Spasmodic, which is, as you were alluding to earlier, Sam, it's got a kind of reggae tinged instrumental to it, definitely with a kind of like the syncopated guitar chords and
I do like this tune though because it reminds me a bit of like I don't know, it almost has a Rage Against, like a little bit of, I get that vibe of Rage Against the Machine where it's just like, it's just a group of guys like all getting into it like, Black Spasmodic. They're like, you know,
no, it
a group
feels
of
like
guys rapping. I just love it. It feels like a group of guys. It feels like posse.
Yeah, it does a little bit. Well, it's not like a posse cut where like every single person in it has their own verse and they try to kind of outshine each other. I see what you mean.
They feel like
it's
a group in this
one.
They feel
One of the feelings I get from this album is that it's, like I said earlier, it's about people and stuff, like people in 2016. And it's just a positive thing.
Yeah.
Even despite this dark.
We almost needed it to close out the year.
I feel like we did. Yeah. I felt like I needed
I'm so happy I'm so happy this came out. I'm so happy I discovered this because it's just like when I want to hear some good goddamn music, I put this on because they're just fantastic. It's like, you know, this year has been the year where I've really started to appreciate rap, and I'm so happy that this got put out the end of the year, so I can really appreciate like full on, top notch, top of the line.
It is top of the line.
I mean, you get Lost Somebody. We've already talked about Lost Somebody. It's just so like emotional, and it's such a good tribute to Five Dog. Like, they've gone above and beyond, and like.
It's like they're picking out I feel scenes that are just like...
Yeah, I feel like Five Dog could, you know, he'd be happy with what they've made there.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's no way to be disappointed.
You got like... And then you've got like features on it, like Kendrick comes in on Conrad Tokyo.
Conrad Tokyo it's got one of my favourite really kind of subtle beats to it.
Yeah. I really like Conrad Tokyo as well.
Conrad Tokyo!
I've got to say with Conrad Tokyo, not a massive fan. Even though Kendrick's on it, I'm not a massive fan.
Because his flow is insane.
Of course it's good. He's flipping Kendrick. This is a guy that made Alright on To Pimp a Butterfly.
Yeah.
He wants to make good flow. Yeah. He can produce good flow, but I don't know. There's something about it. It doesn't feel as punchy as this, but I don't know. I can still appreciate Conrad Tokyo. But
I really liked Conrad Tokyo.
For me, it's one of the sort of... I mean, it's still like 8, 9 out of 10, but it's one of the lower ones.
Okay.
That's a testament to just how good the album is, to be honest.
If a song is bad on this, if a song is below average for this album, it's still an 8 or a 9 out of 10.
Because I want to shout out Moving Backwards, the one before as well. It's a good track.
With Anderson .Paak doing the vocals, right?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. I love how slightly...
Somebody just give me direction.
I was going to say, I love how out of sync this section of the album feels. These 3 tracks following on from Lost Somebody. Because the drumming at the end of Lost Somebody, like... filters out, like it sort of, you know, falls apart a bit.
Yeah, a little bit. It
continues a bit, and then the album has to rebuild itself a bit. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's positive. It's a good thing for the album.
Yeah, and then the song, Moving Backwards, it's all about someone giving him direction.
Getting
stuff back on track.
Immediately onto direction. Yeah, and then Conrad Tokyo is just so good, but drum beats, pianos, and synths.
The synths especially. I love on really Conrad good. Tokyo. They're so subtle, but they're just.
And then I want to get to my favourite sample on the album. I've got to mention this. It's not your favourite track.
No, but I do appreciate the sample.
Oh boy. So Ego, the song Ego.
Ego.
And in the background, my favourite sample, the 2001 Space Odyssey, like monolith screech.
Monolith wailing.
The wailing. So in the film 2001 Space Odyssey, I'm a massive nerd, obviously I know it very well. Whenever, like, the monkeys go... Well, I suppose it's just a pop culture icon, isn't it?
Anyone who appreciates film will know.
Anyone who appreciates, like, the culture of
what a film.
Human race. Yeah. Anyway, so anytime monkeys get near this monolith thing, the screech happens and they evolve. And this track, oh boy, it uses it well. The ego, well, I can't remember the lyrics. And meanwhile, like... It's got this bass line that is so good.
Boom, 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 boom,
and it's just tightrope walking over this sample of the like rising screeches from the 2001 Space Odyssey.
Like, it's brooding.
It's
fun. A brooding.
Yeah. It's like menacing bass guitar.
It's great going along with. It's great going along with the sort of symbolism of an ego where it's sort of powerful. It's It's just like you've got this. You got this brooding bass line, you got this powerful like wailing linking back to 2001. It's just like,
the samples are so fun. Just know what they're from pop culture.
They know what they're doing.
They do. They've been in this for 20-something years. You can tell.
Yeah.
And this is. I think this is a testament to how good 2016 was. Was like. Like last week we talked about like all the albums where like people have come back from almost a hiatus of not making music and have made something which is good but not on the level of what they made before, and then right at the end Tribe Called Quest
they
come who've not made something in a while
in 20 years
come back with this. It's like we got 16 years. We got 17 years. Both like, and we got 20 years.
20 and it's fucking fire.
More relevant than ever.
You fucking done it, boys.
Well, Sam. I want to be slapping that soggy bed over.
Oh,
Sam, you destroyed my room.
Get that New Year's
valid. Yep. I think that summarised it perfectly.
We almost did it without the fucking daddy memes.
2017.
At the end of 2016, Tribe Called Quest swooped in and showed bands how you can release a big album that's a comeback. 2017. We can only applaud them.
Golf applause.
Honestly,
we mean it.
And this is why I get annoyed when people are making their best of 2016 lists before the end of 2016. Because if these guys, who have not made anything for 20 years, can come back and make an amazing album, then anyone can release anything. Someone could release something on the 30th of December. We won't know because we're recording this before.
So Sam's slagging us off.
I mean, like flipping. Post it in the comments section if we missed anything. Smash that motherfucking like button. Get us on trending page.
2017, we're gonna be bigger than ever. It's 2017 global,
you mark my words. We're gonna be bigger than goddamn Leafy, the piece of shit.
Alright. I think we've summed off everything pretty well. I think the whole thing just has deserved everything we've said. Congratulations, Tribe Called Quest.
For making my second favourite album of the year. If you had a better aesthetic, it'd be my best.
Let's not dwell on that. You done a good job, guys. We thank you for your service.
We do.
We'll take it from here.
Bye.
Ciao.
Bye-bye.
Ciao.
Bye.
Ciao.
Bye.
Ciao.
Goodbye.
Oh, fuck.
Ciao.